In this video, we'll talk about adding a ride leader to your ride. Now, if you're familiar with Club Express, which most of you will be as I'm recording this, generally speaking, as long as somebody had ride leader privileges, they could take over your ride if you couldn't be there, and they could do all the ride leader stuff. That's not quite the same in RideStats. They still do need the privileges, so they need to have the ride leader privileges, but they also be named as a ride leader on your ride because the only rides you're allowed to manage are the rides in which your name appears as the ride leader or one of the ride leaders. This is actually a good thing because we have occasionally had ride leaders inadvertently edit the wrong ride when they did somebody else's, and this will prevent that from happening. But if you need to add a ride leader, say I've got a doctor's appointment, I'm not going to be able to be at my next ride, I need somebody else to take over. I want to be in the admin part of the site. My name's in the upper right hand corner. I'll go to rides and schedule, and that will pull up a listing of all the rides that I have. I'm going to look down at this ride and say the ride leader's mission on February 19th, and I'm going to go in and say I want to view and edit that ride. When I scroll down, you can see that Mark is selected as the ride leader already, and the other Mark is in there as well, but let's say for the sake of example, I'm looking for John Pelham to take over for me on this day. So I start John's name, I select him, John is added below. You'll note the text up here says, add another ride leader to this ride. They will be added to the available list for future rides. That means that John will get added as the ride leader for this ride. I'm going to take myself out because I'm not going to be able to be there. I could leave it on, it really wouldn't matter. But John will be selected as a ride leader, and every time this ride gets scheduled in the future, John's name will appear over here, but the box won't be checked. But in case I ever need John to do that again, I don't need to add his name again. I could just go over and click and select that John will be my leader. But if I go up to save and save that, that was successful, and if you scroll down, you will see that John is also now listed as a leader on that ride, and John would have the ability to manage anything on this ride, as well as Mark Pagacha and Mark Sikelski could do anything with the ride.